doing a variety of different events, everything from town halls with our members and supporters to visits at universities where we're doing tabling and trainings, workshops with the students, and then also site visits to nonprofits to learn about the different issues impacting the community and the good work happening with different nonprofits across the country. And so we did stop here today to do a site visit to learn more about all the good work happening at the Center of Hope Family Services Incorporated. We are very, very excited to share a little bit of what we learned here today. And this is all part of this Pope Francis Voter Tour. So to kick us off, I'm thrilled to introduce Dr. Tracy Perryman, who is going to share a little bit about this incredible organization and the work they do here in the community. Doctor.
Thank you so much to Network for this opportunity to talk about our work and uplift it, hoping that the lessons we've learned over 25 years might be beneficial in advancing policy, and then also to other nonprofits who are endeavoring to embark on this kind of work. So Center of Hope is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. We were born out of a church, transformed into a nonprofit, and the theme that has been a part of all of these years is advancing equity through creating opportunities to thrive, closing opportunity gaps. And we've done that through a number of initiatives. I think first our passion has always been children and education. And our Elevate program, which is now a published curriculum, helps close opportunity gaps through helping children relate learning to their real life experiences. And that is our vehicle for teaching perseverance, grit, cooperation, the skills that they will need not only to pass standardized tests, but also to become productive individuals in the world of work, in school, in their families, and in their communities. And we've been immensely successful in helping students close opportunity gaps to receiving a high quality education, passing standardized tests, and being awesome and amazing models to their peers and to their families. In our work through juvenile justice, we have surrounded our families, helped them have access to the information that they need to advocate for their children, cooperate with the justice system, and also find a balance of compliance versus diversion and access for their children to have opportunities to go into their neighborhoods and be productive, so they're not a part of the juvenile justice system in the first place. We've also used that to become involved in advocacy for policy. Now we're working on eliminating food deserts and helping families have access to the needs that they have for their children. So again, that's a way to disincentivize engagement in criminogenic behavior. Also, now we're consulting with the Annie E. Casey Foundation, helping systems become more involved and engaged with their communities, helping them figure out how to work with communities, helping them invest more wisely in communities. So again, we're advancing a wellness model, assuming that every child, every family wants to succeed and has the capacity to succeed. And we're there just to put tools in their toolbox so that they can be successful. So again, thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to following your work in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Perrin. I have to say we were absolutely blown away and inspired when we heard about all the different good work that was happening here. Next, I'm really excited to introduce Dr. Michael Carter, who is a parent, who is a pastor, who is a community leader, to share some of his experience with this incredible organization.
Thank you for the opportunity. My family is personally thankful for the work that Center of Hope Family Services does. They have impacted our community in large ways. Their ingenuity, their innovation has helped us to be able to move our community forward, as well as to be able to help families that can use extra help, extra support, extra love. And so I'm very thankful in a personal way from that. My children have been involved in various capacities. And right now, we have an 8-year-old who's still involved with Center of Hope after school programming. And I joked in the back about how I'm so thankful that they help with homework. Why? Because I don't always know how to do third grade homework. And so it is very helpful to have that extra layer of support that goes further. It's not a typical after school program where you would think about it just being, listen, my child is there and you're being watched while I'm at work. But it's actually a program that's engaging for that child to be able to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves, part of a community, part of something that allows them to learn and to grow and develop those soft skills, personal skills, and those, of course, academic skills. So yes, it's helpful with homework, but they're also helping provide theater. They're helping provide dance. They're helping provide cooking courses. And I remember when the pandemic first happened for us, and we were worried what is going to happen with those connections. And I got a kindergartner. We were able to see the impact that they had by taking their programs online. And I didn't know we were going to do it in this spot, but my son is standing behind me right there cooking. And that's the part that he loved the most. We realized that he had something, a passion that was able to grow. So for us, dump cake has become a part of our family. We didn't cook dump cake before, right? We made cobblers and things of that nature, but through the Elevate program, he learned how to make a dump cake. And now he's a rock star. Every time we have a family event, he's making dump cake. They taught us how to make it with peach. He's perfected apple and blueberry now, so he's moved it forward. But he's been able to move that forward. We've ate quiche before, but now he's making quiche because they taught him how to make a quiche. In that picture, they taught him how to make pot pie, and so he thinks he's a chef, right? 3 years later, he's still doing it. And they had that ingenuity. They had that cutting edge approach to not only did they have to take a program to Zoom, for example, but they still had to get materials and ingredients into our homes. They still had to make those connections. And so when they would ring that doorbell, he looked forward to the people who were coming to the door with those ingredients because he was used to seeing them. So he was still able to make that connection. Not only did they get a chance to cook and do theater, but they built in connectivity time so that those students were still able to connect with them one-on-one. So when they came back to in person, they were able to still have those bonds. And those bonds are very important, especially for our children in cities such as Toledo. The more bonds we're able to build, the more connectivity we're able to have, the more that these programs and the Navigator programs and the other programs that Center of Hope has, those bonds are what help build community, what help develop trust, what allows them to thrive. So thank you for being here, and thank you for giving me an opportunity just to share how Center of Hope has impacted me and my family personally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carter. I know that dump cake story is going to come with us on the road. I really love that. Next up, I am excited to introduce network colleague, Sister Alish McCullough, to share a little bit of a reflection about what she learned during our time here together and what she'll be taking with us.
Thanks, Catherine. You know, in Network, we talk about being a Pope Francis voter as being a multi-issue voter who is willing to do the work to build a multiracial, inclusive democracy. And being here today and hearing the stories about how these people in this organization, how they're building community, how they're reaching out to places that maybe they weren't welcomed in before. One of the stories that I will really take with me is their work in the juvenile justice system and their connection with the families and with the kids and helping get the kids into diversion programs, recognizing that the impact when they can get the kids out of detention sooner goes far beyond that day, that week. It can change the family, it can change the entire community. And seeing that program is central to the work they're doing in Toledo, to the work that they're doing through the Elevate program with education, and just to the presence that they are to so many families. I think the other piece that I'm going to take with me from this site visit is that everything they do is holistic. You're not just looking at education as strictly advancing a kid to pass a test score. They're working with kids to grow, to reach their true potential, whatever level that might be, and through ways that are creative, through dancing, through cooking, through art. And you see that as someone who has worked with kids in the past in a social service capacity, when those kids are able to learn and to grow and to express themselves in different ways is really the way that we can build together an inclusive society. And so I'm grateful to be here today, to be with everyone today, and to learn more about this amazing work in Toledo.
Thank you, Sister Alish. So yes, we are traveling around and encouraging folks to be these multi-issue Pope Francis voters, these folks who are aware of the issues, engaged in their community, and willing to do the work. And so our hope for you all today is that you will join us. We hope that you will sign our Pope Francis Voter Pledge, which we do have little placards that we can get you with more information about how to sign our Pope Francis Voter Pledge. If you're interested in getting involved, you can also join us using your phone. If you text VOTE to 202-347-9797. Again, text VOTE to 202-347-9797. We can get you more information that way. And then I also just wanted to lift up some other stuff that Network has going on right now. It's election season, but there's lots more happening beyond that. Coming up on October 29th, we have a sequel to an event that we had a couple of months ago, White Supremacy and American Christianity, with Father Massingale and Robert P. Jones. We are very excited to bring them back and have that important conversation October 29th. Again, it's a live stream, so you can join us online to learn more. And then we also have an event coming up called Faith and Reparations, all about HR 40 and reparations. And so what that means for people of faith as communities of faith, how we can work to advance reparations in the United States. And so that, again, is going to be November 17th with some national faith leaders that we're really excited to partner with. And then lastly, we do have a podcast, and the third episode is dropping today. So we encourage you to look up Just Politics. It's a podcast that we do with US Catholic, and you can download it anywhere you download your podcasts. And again, the third episode is dropping today, and we would love for you all to check it out. So thank you again for joining us, whether you are in person or online. We hope that you enjoyed learning about this incredible organization and the great work they do in the local community. I can tell you the network staff certainly did, and we will be taking all of these stories and all of these learnings with us when we go. So thank you for being with us, and we hope to see you at our next stop. And thank you all.
Yeah.